Very few contestants on Family Feud have managed to make Steve Harvey laugh his heart out for several minutes. The comedian turned host is usually the one showing off roasting skills with his witty jibes. However, Harvey found himself struggling to control his laughter after a contestant criticized his hometown and was dressed in a way that the host loved. Before the host asked the question, he had walked over to the family and was speaking to a woman named April. She had said that they were from Ellisville. "Y'all from Ellisville? That's small," the host said. It was then that a man in a suit and a hat at the other side of the table caught his attention. The man named Stephen. And the first thing he wanted to say was what he hated about Ellisville. Harvey absolutely loved that. "See, I knew this was going to be my man when I walked out here because the first thing out of his mouth was, 'The thing I hate about Ellisville,'" he said. The contestant then proceeded to explain why he hated his hometown. "They don't have a Popeyes or a Church's Chicken. See, that's another place where I pay my tithes. At Church's Chicken. When I get out of church, I go straight to Church's Chicken, then pay my tithes there," he said. It was evident from Harvey's expression that he was trying too hard not to laugh. He ultimately could not hold it in and walked away from the stage with a big smile on his face. "I needed you today. There's always that one dude in a family. See, his problem with Ellisville is ain't no damn fried chicken," he said. As Harvey was describing a tasty fried chicken preparation, the contestant said that he would leave the show, as he was just getting too hungry. Stephen then said that he loved to eat all types of food, and that it was the reason why he had a larger build. The contestant then spoke about an incident in which he was almost fired for his body. "They wanted to fire me because my thighs got to rubbing. See, it's hot in Mississippi. It started smelling like a Sunday dinner, and it was at 9 o'clock in the morning, but we don't eat lunch till 12 hours, he said. Harvey was floored once again as he walked away laughing yet again. "Boy, I needed you like I need a glass of cold water," he said. It's safe to say that Stephen is the host's new favorite contestant. In what might be one of the most unexpectedly hilarious episodes of Family Feud in recent memory, host Steve Harvey was left practically in stitches as a contestant openly complained about his own hometown. The episode, which aired last night on ABC, quickly became the talk of social media, with fans sharing clips and memes in record numbers. The setup was classic Family Feud, two families facing off for a chance to win thousands of dollars, with Harvey presiding over the proceedings with his usual blend of sarcasm, wit, and good-natured ribbing. But it was a moment during the first round that had viewers doubled over with laughter. The contestant, a young man named Marcus, was asked a seemingly simple question. Name something people might complain about in their hometown. Marcus, clearly deep in thought, initially gave some standard responses: traffic, weather, and local politics. Steve nodded, encouraging him with his trademark grin. Then came the kicker. Marcus, after a long pause, blurted out, "Honestly, I hate living there. I can't stand my own hometown." There was a beat of stunned silence from both families. Then Harvey's reaction was instant and uncontrollable. He threw his head back and roared with laughter, clutching his chest as he struggled to regain composure. "Hold up!" Harvey exclaimed, still chuckling. "You're going to complain about yourself? Your hometown made you, boy. You're turning on your own roots." Marcus, meanwhile, tried to clarify, explaining that he loved his family, but found the town itself too small and stifling. "It's just, there's nothing to do. Everyone knows everyone. I feel stuck," he said, shrugging. Harvey shook his head, tears forming in the corners of his eyes. "Man, that's a new one. People complain about the town, not themselves. You just invented a whole new category." The audience erupted in laughter, and the opposing family couldn't help but join in. Social media quickly picked up on the clip, with fans tweeting comments like, "Steve Harvey losing it over a hometown roast is peak Family Feud content," and "Marcus just made complaining about your roots a national pastime, and Steve is here for it." Harvey's reaction wasn't just about the novelty of the complaint. Part of it was his gift for timing and his ability to empathize while also teasing contestants mercilessly. "Listen, Marcus," he said, wiping a tear from his eye. "You gotta love yourself, boy. Your hometown made you who you are. That's like hating your own shadow. You're gonna have to learn to love that too." But Marcus wasn't done. He doubled down, offering a litany of grievances about his hometown that had everyone in stitches. The diner closes too early, the local park is full of mosquitoes, and the only decent coffee shop is a 20-minute drive. 20 minutes? That's the end of the world? Harvey asked, barely able to contain himself. "Son, you got bigger problems than coffee, but I get it," the laughter continued, as Marcus's family tried to defend him, claiming he was exaggerating for comedic effect. Harvey wasn't buying it. No. I know the truth. I've seen it in your eyes. This kid has issues with the place he came from, and it's hilarious. What made the segment especially memorable was Harvey's ability to turn a potentially awkward moment into pure entertainment. Rather than scolding Marcus or brushing off his complaint, Harvey leaned into it, asking follow-up questions that drew out even more hilarious details. "So, what's the worst thing about your town?" Harvey asked, leaning forward on the podium, a grin stretching across his face. Marcus thought for a moment, then said, "Honestly, the people. Everyone is everyone. Small-town drama is real," Harvey erupted again, slapping his knee. "Everybody is everyone. I didn't know it was mathematically possible. You got people multiplying like rabbits." It was classic Steve Harvey. He took a simple contestant comment and turned it into a moment of comedic gold. Even members of Marcus's own family couldn't keep a straight face. And by the end of the segment, Harvey was still chuckling as the contestant moved on to answer the next question. Social media has been quick to react, with Twitter users calling Marcus the most brutally honest contestant in Family Feud history. Some fans even compared the moment to other legendary Harvey interactions, noting that this episode reminded them of his ability to create unforgettable television from unexpected responses. For many viewers, the humor came not just from the complaint itself, but from the relatability of it. Almost everyone has, at some point, felt frustrated with where they grew up, even while recognizing that it shaped who they are. Harvey's reaction validated that feeling, while also elevating it to pure entertainment. One notable tweet summed it up perfectly. "Steve Harvey laughing at someone hating their hometown is exactly what I needed today. Pure joy." Producers of Family Feud likely didn't expect this moment to steal the spotlight. Yet, it serves as a reminder that the show's enduring appeal lies in the unpredictable nature of its contestants and the charm of its host. Harvey's skill at navigating awkward, funny, or even uncomfortable situations is unmatched, and this episode was a prime example. By the end of the segment, Harvey had regained enough composure to wrap up the round, but he couldn't resist one final jab. "Marcus, listen," he said, pointing a finger in mock sternness. "You're lucky your hometown didn't throw you out. They made you, so you better appreciate it, or at least bring them coffee next time you visit." The laughter from the audience was deafening, and even the rival family had to concede that Marcus's honesty, combined with Harvey's reaction, made for television gold. Clips of the exchange are trending online, racking up millions of views in less than 24 hours, proving that sometimes the best moments on Family Feud are the ones nobody can predict. In conclusion, this episode will likely go down in the show's long history as a standout moment. Marcus's candid complaints about his hometown, paired with Steve Harvey's infectious laughter, created a perfect storm of humor, relatability, and classic Family Feud chaos. Fans are already calling for replays and compilations, and it's safe to say that Marcus has cemented his place in Family Feud lore, if only for giving Steve Harvey a reason to laugh harder than the audience has in years. Whether you're a long-time viewer or a newcomer to the show, this episode serves as a reminder of why Family Feud remains a staple of daytime television. The unpredictability of its contestants, the genius of its host, and the simple truth that sometimes laughter really is the best answer.